Jaiden Animations. I caved and tried Genshin Impact. As somebody that has been getting into Genshin Impact recently, well, I should say getting back in, I felt it would be interesting to take a look at Jaiden Animations' take on it. There are a lot of people that like Genshin. There are a lot of people that don't play Genshin. There are a lot of people that are vehemently against Genshin. And there are people that say it's okay. As long as you're having fun, as long as you're enjoying the game, is really all that matters. Just make sure that you're spending responsibly, all that fun stuff. And I'm very curious, from an outsider's perspective, well, I'm sorry, outsider, from someone who hasn't played Genshin. Curious what their thoughts are.
Genshin Impact needs no introduction. It's taken the gaming sphere by storm since being published in 2020, is enjoyed by millions of players all over the globe, and even if you've never played Genshin Impact before, you've definitely heard about it. Up until this video, I was in the heard about it but didn't know anything about it category. Not for any particular reason. I kind of just don't do anything ever. I don't know why. I should probably figure that.
This is me. Like this is literally how my day goes. Like, not that I'm drawing, like I'm reacting to content, editing videos, trying to write video scripts, you know, doing things.
Particular reason, I kind of
in comes the 3DS, right? We're playing some Pokemon Soul Silver.
Just don't do anything ever.
Literally 60% of my day.
I don't know why. I should probably figure
the other 20% of my day. Yeah, I'm exhausted constantly.
figure that out. It might be a therapy thing. As I was sitting on the floor, barely existing one day, Genshin Impact themselves suddenly reached out. Hi, Jaiden. I see you're up to your usual nothingness. How about we pay you to play Genshin Impact? Okay, so yep, this video is surprisingly sponsored by Genshin Impact. My first sponsor on this channel. Wow, are you proud of me, parents?
Nice.
No, please don't go. I'm being paid to play Genshin Impact, but it's still gonna be a good video and experience. Here, watch, I'll prove it. I'm talking to Paimon, my...
Nah, she puts out great videos. Like, she really does. If you haven't checked out Jaiden Animations, if somehow this is your first experience with Jaiden Animations, you definitely need to go check out Jaiden Animations. She puts out a lot of great work. And especially if you're wanting to see this without me pausing and adding commentary, please go watch Jaiden Animations. Please go to her channel. She really puts out good content.
Spirit companion that I see all over my Twitter feed about my past. Yeah,
Hi,
I was literally just minding my business traveling from world to world with my sister when all of a sudden some sustainer of heavenly principles goddess appeared, absorbed my sister with cubes, and chained me to this land. Biggest hater I've ever seen. Yeah, that's crazy. Anyway, thanks for saving me from drowning in the ocean. As we walk and talk, a bunch
That's about how that works.
of little critters are scurrying around. Of course, I was scooping up all of them. The ecosystem was definitely starting to crumble with me on this planet now, I'll tell you that much. Let nature flourish? Nah, it's all going into my inventory. To live is
it's kind of funny how unhinged Ether and Luminar aren't they? Like, they're super unhinged, and the player and their playstyle makes it even worse.
It's a horde. As I'm chasing a squirrel around the lush forest, we discover a mysterious statue in the middle of a glistening pond. Oh, hello, great wind god. Maybe this isn't the time to have 12 lizards stuffed in my pockets. I'm suddenly granted mystical powers by the statue, and can now see the map. The city of Mondstadt is close by, so we decided to head over there to see if anyone knows anything about my lost sister. But while walking, we ended up stumbling into a strange bard talking to a dragon.
Yeah?
That's not my sister. Unfortunately for everyone, I have a little magic hiccup, which gets us caught, and both the bard and dragon scatter. Closer to Mondstadt, we run into Amber, a knight who warns us that a dragon called Storm Terror, an awesome name, has been terrorizing the town lately. She then joins our party to lead us to safety, which is crazy because I thought you had to spend money to get girls to join your party in this game, but this one just joined us for free. In Mondstadt,
Oh boy, that's how they get you, though. And that really is, like, I mean, I don't think they really, after Mondstadt, they don't really give you characters, do they? Because you meet Amber, you get Amber recruited to your team. You meet Kaya gets recruited to your team. You meet Lisa gets recruited to your team. But, like, I know I'm missing, there's another one I'm missing in there. The look I had to roll for. Eula you have to roll for. They also give you Noelle. Noelle's kind of cracked, though, to be fair. Like, she's actually... Her barrier trivializes a lot of content. Like, it definitely lessens that skill gap. But, like, yeah, so outside of Knights of Favonius, I mean, you do have to roll for other gacha and other waifus. And it's your standard gacha game. Like, I mean, give you Dendro Amber. I love the Genshin naming conventions. We just refer to characters as the other. Oh, like you're just Hydro Ketching, or you're just Dendro Amber. It's kind of great, actually. And so yeah, it sounds like you get characters throughout the areas, right? But I mean, if you're wanting to roll for Ganyu, if you're wanting to roll for Yelan, if you're wanting to roll for Eula, whenever she graces us with her presence on an odd banner, right? Every God, however many years. What it was like a 3-year gap between. No, it was a year and a half to 2 years, right? But like Eula, Nahida. Well, I mean, she's an Archon, so that makes sense. Which Nahida's actually OP from what I understand. She's part of some of the highest grossing teams in the game, like highest power teams in the game. Yeah, like you're going to be spending money. Shenhe, Hu Tao, Farina. Farina's cracked right now. God, her Spiral Abyss like usage rate is through the roof, and I'm here for it. Like she's this sassy French woman is like 60+% Spiral Abyss usage. It's wild.
Stat Amber then gives us a wind glider. Woo! Flying! I take a running leap off the side of a building to try out my new wings when suddenly the dragon shows up and spawns a bunch of tornadoes all over the town, catapulting me into the air. With a full view of the dragon, I do what any sane person would in that scenario.
Yeah.
Storm Terror ends up fleeing, and as a reward for shooing him off...
Yeah. I mean, they got to the point real quick on that one.
I'm introduced to basically the protectors of Mondstadt. I'm Jean, the acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
By the way, spend money, pull Jean.
Kaya. Very impressive going up against the dragon.
Free to play. Oh, climbing sim.
You're hot. They take me to various temples, crushing these dragon's breath crystals that apparently gave Storm Terror power. I was just happy to be smashing rocks, though, and some random moth guy that probably has significance, but he's dead now.
Don't worry about it. It's just Abyss Mages. Don't worry about it. They serve no plot relevance whatsoever. And now that I'm going to have several people typing comments about that and giving me, like, feature-length dissertations on Abyss Mages, you're welcome.
So, as the group was talking amongst each other about important stuff like what to do next to ensure the safety of the townspeople, I wandered off and kind of started doing my own thing. Helped some people, did some cooking, fought for my life against some hyper-aggressive and pissed Animo hypostasis Rubik's Cube boss.
Nope, can't do it. Nope. It bodied me. It actually bodied me.
Named Beth I accidentally stumbled into, which definitely didn't take me way too long to defeat.
It shows up fairly early.
The bard from earlier doing a guitar solo for the town. He introduces himself as Venti and tells about how him and Storm Terror, whose real name is Dvalin, used to be friendly before it was attacked and poisoned by another dragon, leaving him bitter and angry.
I wonder if we see that dragon later. I've only gotten through Liyue. Like, I haven't hit Inazuma yet. Sure, I've seen, like, Sumeru. I've seen Fontaine. I've actually been to Fontaine. Like, oh, the Melusine are so cool. Avel has is best tour guide. I love it. But like, there's so much of the game I haven't seen yet. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it gets addressed in Inazuma. It could be.
He essentially says, I can fix him. Do you want to commit a burglary with me? Yes. With a freshly stolen Holy Lyre, we were able to summon Dvalin, who pulled a bit of a tsundere and was like, if you really cared about me, then you'd come to my castle, but you probably won't because you hate me, don't you? You hate me and want me dead. I just can't do anything right. No.
Just a bard and his dragon. What could go wrong? What could go right?
No, Dvalin, come back. Listen to this sick riff I made. Bada bing, bada boom, we entered his lair and started fighting him in a swirling vortex.
Yeah.
No, take your time. The dragon eventually falls, we purify him, and the day is saved. Yippee!
Amazing.
Happy dragon, happy Mondstadt, happy... Wait, I was supposed to find my sister, not fight a dragon. Even though I'm riding the high of saving all these people and a dragon and being awesome, I head off to Fontaine to continue my journey.
I feel like that is in itself the joke. Like, I've heard people who are caught up with current content still joking about how the sibling plot point kind of just got left and forgotten. I don't know how the truth or integrity of that statement. I really don't. And it's going to be a few hundred hours of gameplay till I figure out, let's be real. Like, God. Like, man, that's a plot point.
The town sits on the edge of a cliff, sparkling waterfalls pouring off the sides around it, framed perfectly by the mountains behind. Wow, what a beautiful town. Is that girl about to jump off the cliff?
Don't worry about it. It's just Lynette.
The water will rise and eventually drown everyone here, leaving our Hydro Archon to sit weeping on her throne for all eternity.
Yeah, Genshin characters are pretty cheery. Yeah.
Hi, twin sister. Oh, sorry. Did I interrupt you talking about the prophecy where everyone in Fontaine is born within sin and one day we will all dissolve in the waters?
Yeah.
That's a classic.
Classic banger.
Come see our magic show. The
What a
magic
funny
twins,
guy.
Lenny and Lynette, decide to take us to the Opera House. But on the way there, we're actually stopped by the Hydro Archon herself, Farina. What?
Oh, wait a minute. I haven't played I haven't even done the Inazuma Archon quest. Oh, I'm going to be spoiled, aren't I? I do love Farina, though. She's just sassy French woman, and I kind of dig it.
Welcome, travelers, to my city of Fontaine. Everyone give them a warm welcome. They're fierce and noble warriors who have done much good for the land and its people. Hey, thanks. It's really nothing. We just tamed a giant dragon. Actually, I hereby declare the traveler under arrest for having a flying object, which is illegal.
But is Paimon an object? That's the real question, chat. Saw the cutscene day one because someone posted it.
She's not even... Paimon doesn't count because she's a
thing.
balloon.
Mm.
Yeah, Paimon's my balloon.
Yeah.
All right, that's funny. Case dismissed. Later. So, can we ride the aquabus?
She's gonna be a balloon the rest of the... That's perfect. That's
Yippee!
storytelling.
We get to the Opera House and the magic show begins. Everything is going well, but as Lenny was about to do a trick where he swaps boxes with a random audience member, a giant water tank falls onto the box, obliterating it. Oh my god, we killed my assistant Cowl? Why is he here and not the audience member? Speaking of which, where is she? A murder mystery plus disappearance case was now in place, with everyone looking at Lenny as the prime suspect. Dude, this is getting good. A man died. Everyone starts trying to be a hero and chime in on the court case where some guy died in quite possibly one of the most Looney Tune ways possible. But
Yeah.
I can't really be bothered at this point and go outside to jump into the ocean. Using my new diving skills, I was able to explore the whole world the water had to offer. I was actually shocked when I first saw it because of how gorgeous it was.
I mean, Fontaine is one of those, it feels like a small region, like in comparison to like the entirety of like Sumeru, right? It feels smaller, but like the verticality and the depths of like the ocean environment, like just seems so vast and so deep. Like the verticality in Fontaine is actually kind of cool.
I don't know why the people of Fontaine are scared of these waters. It's awesome down here. It's because they die. After just swimming around and finding little secrets and treasures, I decided it was time to start fighting the fish. Yep, it was time to square up. Fish have had it too good for too long. Hold
I
this
agree.
uppercut. Eventually, everyone yanked me out of the water and dragged me back to the Opera House to act as
For crimes against fish.
Lenny's defense lawyer, even though I have no credentials and literally saw him squash a guy with a fish tank. Lenny couldn't have killed Cowl because Cowl killed Cowl.
My God.
Dude, she's right. What? Everyone is freaking out at this point because somehow Cowl actually was the murderer and had a secret plan to dissolve people in water. I don't know. It was a lot of adults talking
Nice.
in big words. I was just thinking about punching fish the whole time. Next
Yeah.
thing I know, people are shaking my hand and congratulating me on a case closed. Even Farina is like, excellent job, Jaiden. You're a funny one. Thank you, Farina. Even though you've been trying to take me to court and put me in jail for your own entertainment, you're also a funny one. I hope your people don't drown. With that, the trial is adjourned and
Yeah.
I'm released from my forced upon lawyer duties, left to finally explore the world to my heart's content. There's so many more quests and stories to uncover in the game. Also a lot of lore, so if you're
Yeah.
a big theory head, proceed at your own risk. I enjoyed the time I spent playing Genshin Impact and was surprised at how beautiful the visuals and music are. It's
It is a very
overall
stunning
just a
game.
well-developed game that's pretty to look at. I got immersed in the world and spent hours exploring to find little secrets and bosses and treasures. Thank you again to Genshin Impact for reaching out and sponsoring this video because I had a great time learning about the universe you all created. If you're interested in playing the open world action RPG game that is Genshin Impact yourself, then ladies and gentlemen, if you would please look under your seats, you'll find Oh, nope, sorry, not your seat. I meant to say the description of this video. If you look in the description, you can click the link to download it for free. Yep, I said it already, but I'm saying it again. Genshin Impact is free to download. You can have 0 money in your bank account and still get to play it. As long as you have at least a PC, mobile device, PS4, or a PS5 to play the game on.
Not Xbox, baby!
In battle, you control elements like Cairo, Dendro, Pyro, Hydro, Anemo, Electro, Geo, and when combined strategically...
Wait, Cairo? What?
Pyro, Dendro, Pyro.
Oh, Cryo. Okay.
Hydro, Anemo, Electro, Geo. And when combined strategically, you can deal devastating elemental damage to your opponent. By the way, if you think you've spoiled the game's story for yourself by watching this video,
no, you really
never
haven't.
been more wrong in your life.
Like, look, I take it from somebody, I can back this up, who has done Mondstadt. I've done Liyue. I'm in like post Liyue, getting into getting into Inazuma at this point, right? Going into Fontaine and wanting to be unspoiled, grats, I've had a like court case, quote unquote, spoiled. That doesn't spoil why people were gushing about 4.2. That doesn't spoil Furina's past and or future. That doesn't touch on Nervalette, who I know plays a big part, right? This is a pretty like, yeah, cool, this is a fun game. This is kind of what happened. It's a really good approach. That's pretty spoiler-free.
There's so many more towns, quests, stories. Don't worry, trust me, there's plenty left for you to explore. As someone that wants to 100% the games I play as much as possible, I feared for my mind, body, and soul when I realized how much content there was waiting for me. Genshin Impact actually just released a new 4.2 update that includes new characters and even an entirely new storyline for Fontaine. There's a bunch of new events that let you play different kinds of mini games to win rewards. You got to meet her a little bit in the video already, but Furina is a huge new character in this update as you continue the next part.
Huge is an understatement, chat. We're gonna pull up the we're gonna pull up those usage stats. Give me just a second here. I'm gonna finish this, but we're gonna pull up the usage stats that I was able to pull.
The Archon stories. Fontaine as a whole is also expanding by introducing new environments, boss ascension materials, and local specialties for Furina. It's an ever-changing and growing game that has a lot of passion put into it, and if any of this sounds up your alley, why not give it a try? I mean, the link's right there. Might as well just click it. Huge thanks to the team for all their work on this video. They're beasts, they're machines, they're incredible. A while ago, we brought on a bunch new people, and this is the first video I'm posting that they've worked on, so make sure—
Oh, yeah. She did do that recently. She did bring up on a bunch of new people. I saw that Twitter post. Like, definitely go check these people out.
Sure to perceive them. Other links are in the description as well. I wouldn't be able to be doing the things I'm doing without them. They're so awesome. Thanks for watching my first main channel sponsored video. It's not going to become a common thing, but it was cool to give it a try. All right, see you later.
No, this was an amazing video. And if this does interest you, if Jaiden Animations does interest you, if for some reason you haven't seen or heard of Jaiden Animations before, you should absolutely go check Jaiden Animations out. She's an awesome content creator. Her team and her put out such amazing work. And it sounds like they had a lot of fun doing this. And I also got to, as someone who's still new to Genshin and kind of grasping certain aspects about it, you know, specifically down the line, like having to grind artifacts, which I'm kind of dreading. You know, this is a good video. You should absolutely go check this out. This is going to be uploaded a little after the fact. I want to make sure that, you know, the original video has all the exposure that it's going to get and going to need. Then I'll probably upload this maybe a week or two down the line. But, you know, what are your thoughts? What's your favorite Genshin character? What's been your experience with Genshin? Do you think that you'd ever return to Genshin? Do you think that there's potential issues with it? Now, as someone who has worked in finance and somebody who likes to point out certain things, one, definitely make sure you're spending responsibly. Definitely make sure you're able to, you know, if you think this is going to be a spending problem with you, if you're going to if you're thinking that this might be problematic, you know, while I'm not a financial advisor and I legally can't give financial advice, I would definitely recommend either taking some insight into you know, maybe speaking with a financial advisor. Do not drain your bank account, as Talking Chat is saying, right? You know, while that is a valid method, and I, you know, spent 300 on Raiden Shogun C1 weapon and 300 again on Furina C1 plus weapon, as somebody that was top 3 to 4,000 because Android was kind of wonky on Naruto Ninja Storm Blazing. Wasn't it Storm Blazing? No, it was Naruto Blazing. It was just Naruto Blazing. That was my gacha, which I'm now going into Genshin. I'm actually picking up Fate Grand Order. someone who's not unfamiliar to gacha, I get what it's like to want to roll on banners. I've rolled for Wisdom Moderas that have a 0.1% pull rate and pulled them on singles. You know, I'm not unknown to gacha games, but if you think that might be an issue, definitely take that into consideration. I will also remember to mention as well, there are some issues that allegedly arise with the access to your kernel. It has, ring 0 permissions as well. Just make sure you're doing your research, and then it's going to be a game that fits for you. That being said, you know, I'd be, you know, remiss if I didn't say I enjoy playing Genshin Impact. I think it's an awesome game. The reason that it still continues to rake in the money and the microtransactions because it is fun to play. There is things to do. You can even play co-op as bare bones as the mode kind of is, and yeah, apparently you also get free Primo Gems by just watching streamers. I've had members of chat come out to my Genshin streams and they you know, say that, hey, why am I getting free Primo Gems? I'm not sponsored by Genshin. One day maybe. One day when I can you know, get some scripts going, get some stuff out. But in any event, yeah. What are your thoughts? All that fun stuff. Let me know what you thought of this. Let me know what your Genshin Impact journey has been like. You know, if you have any reservations against it, and I will see you in the next one.